When Philadelphia got sandblasted by the Niners, they're going nuts now. So Jalen Hurts and Philadelphia have won 24 of 26 games. Home, road, good weather, bad, rain, sun, sleet, snow, blowouts, close games, 24 of 26. That's pretty good. Last 2 years, the surest thing in the NFL, Philadelphia is going to win a game. But their schedule, and we had pointed this out weeks ago, got strangely backloaded. So they had to face the Cowboys, really good OD lines, Kansas City, great young defense, Buffalo, and San Francisco, back-to-back-to-back weeks. Rest of the league would have been overwhelmed to go 3-1. Toughest 4-game stretch in the NFL, I would argue, for any team this season. And the Buffalo game was especially tough because the defense was on the field, as J-Mac and I had pointed out, J-Mac first, 96 snaps. And then here came the well-rested 49ers who played Thanksgiving weekend, right? So they get extra rest. And this was our bet of the week. We're like, we think Philadelphia is good. J-Mac's like, blowout. I'm like, take San Francisco. This is our bet of the week. It all lined up. And now they're pretenders. 4 straight physical teams in a row. The last one, you're on short rest, heavy snap count, and here come the well-rested, focused, incredibly well-coached, offensively profound Niners. It was pretty obvious it could be ugly fast. By the way, no matter how great of a pitcher you are, if you get into high-leverage moments, inning after inning after inning, you're going to give up runs and hits. But here's something else to consider. We've seen this before. What happened to Philadelphia has been happening for the last several years. Go back to 2020. Tom Brady's Buccaneers got hammered by the Saints twice in the regular season. Ended up Super Bowl champs. The Rams got beat twice by the 49ers. Looked outclassed. Ended up beating the 49ers and winning the Super Bowl. Kansas City last year got beat by Cincinnati and Buffalo, their primary rivals. Ended up winning the Super Bowl. Philadelphia got beat by their primary rival, like Brady did twice in 1 year by the Saints, like the Rams did McVay Stafford twice in 1 year by the Niners, and like Kansas City did last year with their 2 primary rivals, Cincinnati and Buffalo. Philadelphia is fine. They're the number 1 seed in the NFC. They have absolutely nothing to worry about. This idea, recency bias, standalone big games that Philadelphia is no good is insane. The last 2 years in the league, the surest thing, the most consistent thing, isn't that Mahomes would be great. He had bad weekends. It was that Philadelphia would win a football game. But even the greatest pitchers in high leverage moments, inning after inning, eventually snap. Philadelphia is going to be just fine. And maybe I alone, like them to beat the Cowboys this weekend. Won't be easy. It's another high leverage spot. All right, so this made me laugh, actually. So I have supported Deion Sanders. I bought into the hype. I leaned into it. It was the most watched TV show in college football. It was fun. I was shocked he took the job. I was shocked they were good. I thought they'd get blown out in week 1 against TCU, and they won. But in an interview this week, Deion Sanders said, the one thing I regret is I wish I had more privacy. It should be noted, he said that to People magazine. I'm sure there were several articles about a Kardashian and Lindsay Lohan, the most attention-seeking magazine on the planet. I love Deion, but I don't see him as the next J.D. Salinger or Howard Hughes. He wears a sweatshirt regularly that says, "Ain't hard to find." The cowboy hat, the sunglasses. He was on pregame shows this year in games in which he was coaching. There was a documentary series called Coach Prime. He allowed it to happen during the season. Most coaches wouldn't. One of the reasons I'm really interested in Colorado in year 2 is because of Deion Sanders. He puts himself out there. But go ask Baker Mayfield what happens when you go to a losing culture and a losing organization and there's a ton of hype and you don't deliver. If you want the mic and you want the stage, people throw tomatoes if you bomb. And the last 2.5 months, Colorado bombed. It was a hype fest. In fact, last week, Deion Sanders was quoted saying again, "Oh yeah, we'll be in next year's 12-team playoff, guarantee it." Do you know where he said that? On Good Morning America, another notoriously private show. People Magazine and Good Morning America. Moms probably have a better update on Deion than their sons who love college football. Deion, you have always loved attention, almost always backed it up. People Magazine, Good Morning America, Ain't Hard to Find, documentary, on pregame shows before games. It's that salesmanship that draws you in. But when you bomb, and that's what you did the last 2.5 months of the season, you're going to get whacked. So I don't for 1 second think Deion Sanders really wishes he had more privacy. Now, he just broke up with a longtime girlfriend. I'm sure he didn't like that out there. I get that. Nobody would want their personal info on the web, the internet, but those days are over. But I would say the thing that makes Colorado relevant, they'll never win a national title. They just signed the number one tackle in the country, offensive tackle today. It was here at Fox right down the hall. And they'll get some good players, and they'll remain relevant. But, I mean, Deion's not a privacy guy. We're not talking J.D. Salinger, ever, under any circumstances. Cowboy hat, sunglasses, ain't hard to find. We all know what Deion is at this point. Right? Like, after all these years of Deion, you're in, you're out. I'm more in than out. But that's a laughable commentary. To People Magazine, right next to the candy bars in the local grocery store.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.